Hello everyone, and welcome to another Blender tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how I created the magic particle system in my recent LEGO Harry Potter animation, which you can see on the screen right now. So to get started, we're going to load up Blender, and we're going to take the default cube and we're going to just scale it down to somewhere like 0.133. We're going to move it along the y-axis by pressing G and then Y, and we're going to move it along by 20. We're going to then shift D to duplicate and move it up back along the y-axis to -40, so we've got two cubes here. Now, we're going to create the particle system. So we're going to click on the right cube, we're going to go to particles, we'll click this plus here to create this particle system. We're going to set the number to 5000. We're then going to set the lifetime to 45. And then the lifetime randomness, you can put whatever you want. For this one I'm going to put 0.4. Right, then once that's done, we're just going to leave that for now. So we've got something like this. We're going to do the same for this cube here. We're going to create a new particle system. We're going to do 5000, 45, and for this one I'm going to put 0.6, just to have a little bit of a difference between the two. Once that's done, we're going to go Shift A, we're going to go down to Force Field, and we're going to add a force object. Then we're going to go into the force things physics properties. In strength, we're going to put it to -40, because if it was a positive strength, as you can see, like if I turn this up to say 10, it's pushing the particles away, and we want to attract them into the middle here. So I'm going to just do -40. So we've got something like this. Now, as you can see, like it's curving down the way, and we don't want that. So we're going to go back into our cube, into the particle properties, and we're going to go down to field weights, and we're going to turn the gravity all the way off. And we're going to do that for both of them. So now when I play it, the particle should attract straight into here. Right, so once that's all set up, we're going to add another force field, but we're going to do a vortex, and we're going to rotate it on the x-axis by -90, so that the arrow's pointing towards one of the objects. We'll go back into the physics properties. The strength we're going to keep the same, but we're going to change the inflow to like 1.3. So now, as you can see, the particles merge closer together the closer it gets to the center here. Right, once that's all done, next we're going to set up the actual particles for the magic. So we're going to have a green one on the left, a red one on the right. You can make it any colour you want really, but I'm going with the magic from Harry Potter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a meta ball. I'm going to just bring it down, and we're going to have to name it and put it into its own collection, because if you have multiple, they're going to just, and you don't rename it, and you give it a texture, the texture's going to be the same for the both of them. Oh well, it should. I think it will anyway. Maybe an emission. I think it might have to be an emission. If we give it an emission, see it's the same because they've got the same name, and we don't want that. So for this one we're gonna call it Avada for Avada Kedavra. We're going to put it into its own collection. We'll call that Avada again. Then we're going to give it its colour. We'll make it green. We'll give it a strength of 20. We'll go up here into the render properties and we'll enable bloom to give it more of that bright glow. We're going to create another ball, a meta ball. We're going to bring it down again. This one I'm going to call it Expelli for Expelliarmus from Harry Potter. I'm going to put this in its own collection as well. And we're going to give this one a red emission. 20, there we go. Right. So once that's all set up, we're going to go back into this the right cube here, into the particle system. And we're going to go to render. And we're going to change render as from Halo to collection. And we're going to go with the Expelli. Now you can't see anything anymore, so we're going to turn the scale up from 0.05 to 0.2. Now it is a big thick blob at the minute, and we'll get to that. Right, we'll do the same for the left one. We go to render as collection, and we'll turn that to Avada. And we'll put this at 0.2 as well. So this is what we've got so far. Now, if you want to make it less like a thick glob like this, we're going to scale these down to 0.75. Then for the red one, I'm going to Shift D to duplicate it. So we've got 2 into this particle system, into this collection. And we're going to scale this one down a bit more. So now we've got a bit of difference in here because it's shooting out both of these from here rather than just this one. And we're going to create another one and make it small as well. So that we just get like a different, like a variation. We might even make this one like even smaller, like that. Now we're going to do the same for the green one. We're going to duplicate it, scale it down, duplicate again, maybe scale it down further. So we've got something like this now. Now obviously we want it to collide in the middle. So far, like, the red one's going past the center here and the green one's going past the center this side, and we don't want that. So we're going to Shift A, we're going to go to Mesh, we're going to bring in a UV sphere, and we're going to scale it on the Y to squish it in. We're going to scale it on the Z to pull it up into like this shape roughly here, and we're maybe going to scale it in the X a little bit as well. Now we're going to go into the physics properties for the sphere, and we're going to just turn on collision. So it should, now the red's not going through, the green's not going through. Perfect, this is what we want. Now I would also recommend, because if you want to have this move, like animate it moving, I would parent the force to the sphere, and I would parent the vortex to the sphere as well. So when I move that, they move too. Right. Now we're obviously, we want like particles to spill out from here as well, so that when they're colliding, the spells are kind of like firing back. So I'm going to just do Shift A, another sphere, and we're going to leave it. But we're going to go into Tab to edit mode. We're going to go into faces, and we're going to just split them in half. Like we're gonna these two as well. Right, we're gonna P to separate, so we've got these as two separate objects. Now with this one, we're gonna do another particle system. But this time, because we want them to fall and not get attracted into this force, we're going to go down to the field weights. We're going to keep gravity on this time, but we're going to turn force and vortex off, so it's like falls it down, which is perfect. Then in render we'll do collection, we'll do expelling, and we'll turn this up to like 0.15 or something. Maybe even 0.2 as well. And obviously you don't want it falling before they've collided, so we just find the frame where they meet. Like here, let's go 43. And we turn the frame start to 43. So now it starts spilling out. We'll maybe do we'll do 40. Now we do the same for the other side as well, of course. We'll do frame start 40. We'll just keep it at 1000. Maybe even put it up to 2000 or something. We'll do collection 0.2 Avada, and we'll turn force and vortex off. So now we've got something like that. Yeah, we'll do 2000 for this one as well. So yeah, we've got something like this now, which is fine. I think I might even make these a bit smaller again. Yeah. There we go. And we'll parent these to here as well. So if this moves, yeah, perfect. Right, we're almost done now. So to get this to move, you can just set keyframes and animate it moving if you want. I've just realised that this hasn't parented to this properly. Yeah, and we'll also give these an emission as well. We'll just go material and we'll keep it white. We'll name this to, I guess, collision. That'll do. Yep. Oops. Collision. There we go. So yeah, you can animate this moving, but an easier way is just if you go into the, well, if you set a keyframe first and go into the graph editor, if you find the Y location for this, when you press N, this menu should show up, and you go into modifier, add noise. Now as you can see, like, it moves on its own. So, but you can change the scale and strength to change when it starts to move, or in like how much it moves. So now with the scale, it's like moving slower, it's less jittery. If you turn the strength up, it'll move further. So yeah, I would just recommend messing through with that, trying to get what you want. But another thing you can do, you can offset as well. Which maybe there's, I think there would be a way to have this like flat before here, so it doesn't start to move until you want it to. But yeah, that's how you get it to move. And how you create the actual like magic. And if you want to take it a step further, you can, what you can do is you can animate the cubes, like have it go up a bit and down a bit, and just have that like repeat or something. So we're getting like a nice, we're having it curve, it's not just flat. We'll just quickly do the same for this side. We'll go down first on this side and then. That's all for this tutorial. Be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this kind of content. The channel is almost at 400 subscribers, so it would mean a lot to me if you subscribe, as it would really help the channel grow. And if you want to watch the Lego animation, you can check it out here. Thank you all for watching, have a good day, see you next time, bye.